Hello and welcome back to Amusements of Rapture. Today I'm going to test my Canada knowledge to see if I have any. I've done some training. I think I know some metas. In the first video I did before the training, I got, I think, 18k, then 14k, then 8k. And I feel like the 8k was most representative of where I was at. The 18k felt a bit lucky. I don't know, it was a good seed. But despite the numbers, I'm just going to hop right in and see what we get. I was going to say, did I click NMPZ there? No, I didn't. This is most common in BC, I think. Oh, it's the most common one you'll find in BC. Does this look like BC at all, though? Ooh. Oh, I've heard that's a thing. Colourful. Central Huron. Huh. Got places called, like, English names, like Exeter, London Road. Do we have lots of English names around here? These are road mountings. Huron County. Well, I didn't really study any counties or anything like that. Let's have a look. We do have a front plate. So thinking more Ontario or Nova Scotia, potentially. Do we have any furs, like the Christmas trees? Could have more. It's pointing me a bit west. These golden yellow things on the pole aren't a Quebec thing, are they? No, well, we've got front plates, so. Oh, there are a couple flags with the British flag on. Obviously BC. There's another one too. Is this ever BC? I don't think so, but I've been wrong before. That's not a BC transformer. No transformer on this one. Yeah, taking my time with these ones. But yeah, I think I'm just sticking with Ontario here. When I see plain stuff, obviously I immediately think of the plains, but I have gone those states, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and it's just been like Quebec area. You know, there are plainsy areas outside of the major cities. Yeah, I'm sure I could think hard about this forever, but I've got to make a guess. Scared it's like this side of Ontario, but I'll go up here. Sweet, okay. That was even more south. Yeah. Do we have lots of British town names here? Lucknow? No, not seeing them now. London, of course. Melbourne. Anyway, let's get into the next round. What do we see here? Okay. Can hardly see that. Check the sign. CH. Ooh, is that good for either PEI, Prince Edward Island, or Nova Scotia? It's one of those. I saw it in a Harrier video. But that is an Ontario maximum sign. So that takes away what I was saying. I guess you do get a bit of French in Ontario. CH stands for something in French, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. MLV 1204. Don't know what that is. That's not Quebec. The transformer would be perpendicular. So the insulator would be perpendicular there. Post boxes. Yeah, whereabouts in Ontario? A little more north, I want to say, with these trees. Don't know how far north in before it's West Ontario. I was going to line something up there, but this is like a small road, so let's go Timmins. Okay, it's more south. What was that? Yeah, just about Ontario. Anyway, next round. Ooh, and we have Sask poles, I believe. It's a nice and easy meta, yeah. Quite a wide top to it as well. A wide bar. You have 2 on the left, 1 on the right, then 2 on the right and 1 on the left, I believe. Let's check over here. 2 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Yeah, it's alternating. That's a Sask thing. Just checking for white dashed road lines. That's a Sask thing too. Super flat. I think Sask can be the flattest state out of anywhere. Not too far from the border. And I got the right road, really. Wow. Lucky. I'll take that. And we get a major city. That's convenient. Whether I get the right one, I don't know. I didn't really look at cities in my practice. .ca, it's good to know it's Canada. 333 Seymour. So we have plates. I was thinking, do we have my favourite plate, the only plate I know, the Manitoba plate? I don't think those are Manitoba. Guessing this is Ottawa. Watersfront Station. Canadian Pacific Railway. I'm looking for something really obvious here. Cordova Street. I've seen the plate before. Don't know what it is. Vancouver Lookout. Ooh, was I thinking Vancouver here? Don't think I was. And I'm going to assume it's saying Vancouver because it is Vancouver, you know? Are these BC plates? Potentially. It would make sense if the cars had plates here. In BC you have plates. I was about to go like no. Yeah, maybe Ottawa. Maybe Toronto. Just going off the plates. But West Cordova. Cordova, you hear somewhere? It feels very central. Just looking around. What's the road angle? It's like that, okay. Feels like one of these. Mount Pleasant. Could it be up here? Potentially. Yeah, really didn't do any city practice, so don't know what I have. Well, I know what I would have done if it didn't just say the city. Cordova. We did have another road name. Yeah, just West Cordova Street. This is Fraser Highway. So not that. Kingsway. Kingsway still. Can you imagine if it's not the city? What road is this? This is divided. Is it divided? No. think I'm just gonna have to go somewhere. Click a road that's not even called Cordova. British Columbia Highway. Maybe it's Vancouver Island. Victoria. Does the angle line up? Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't seem to down there. Well, this is obvious to someone. Yep. I'll just click. Very downtown. Okay, it's up there. Right near the waterfront. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Let's just zoom in. So, Cordova Street going like at that angle. Yeah. Is the place called Cordova? It says gas down here, Coal Harbour, downtown Vancouver. Yeah. Anyway, and from a very easy round to a very difficult round. Oh no. Oh no. It was going so well, you know. Not much to go off. Is that a plate? It's not a plate I've seen if it is. It's blurred. I don't like when it's blurred, but it doesn't even seem like it's blurring a plate, you know. Can't tell. We have a single line. Just regular guardrails, I think. Although I know, yeah, some states are more likely to just have regular guardrails. Not getting a super eastern vibe here, you know? We don't have any firs, the Christmas trees. I feel like a western Ontario here. Famous last words. Don't know if this is a plate or not. I'm going to assume it is if it's blurred, you know? Yeah. I'm always thinking, is this vegetation that could just be found over the border, you know, in like Minneapolis, for example. Not Minneapolis, Minnesota or Wisconsin. Yeah. In before it's BC. Just go there. And Ottawa, just outside of Ottawa. Okay. Yeah, I was a bit lost on that. The border is technically in the river here, you know. I can see the borderline, Ottawa River. So that's Quebec, that's Ontario. And yeah, I could have seen any plates there, you know, like we have one state with plates, one state with no front plates required. So yeah, that was a toss-up. Anyway, 16k is pretty decent. I'll take that. Yeah. Getting the right side of Canada is a blessing. Oh, right. Let's go straight into another one here. Saxon Street. Okay, we've got English. We've got double yellow, I'm noticing. Good for Nova Scotia, but whether this is Nova Scotia, I'm unsure. I saw this combination in BC. You have this normal like T-shaped one, and then you have like a 2 and 1 insulator thing where you have 2 on one side, 1 on the other. But maybe it's just found everywhere. This doesn't look like BC. Is that... It looks like the same plate as last time where I thought it was blurred when it wasn't, or vice versa. Still inconclusive. Yeah. So, not feeling like a plain state with these hills. Unsure about the plate, as usual. That's just my relationship with front plates. Is that transformer like perpendicular to the road? Because that's good for Quebec. I think that is, you know. Do I trust that? Apparently that's good for Quebec and Nova Scotia. And then we do have yellow lines. Could this actually be a Nova Scotia? Unsure of what Nova Scotia looks like, to be honest. I don't have a great picture in my head. I feel like states such as Alberta, Saskatchewan, BC, and Newfoundland kind of stand out more. They're more obvious to me. Saxon Street. I know this sign is probably regional as well. It's funny knowing what things could be regional, just not knowing exactly where, you know? I've had a revolution in what I think can be used as a meta, you know? I was just thinking trees and road before, but now I'm like, absolutely everything. So many architectural things. But yes, I think I'll just go Nova Scotia here. It's like what to trust, right? I guess this perpendicular insulator and the road lines are found in both. So it's not even a 50-50, to be honest. In terms of metas. Anything else to help me? A little hilly north. Can it be a little hilly north in Nova Scotia? Don't know how hilly Nova Scotia is, to be honest. Not feeling like it's that hilly. Which makes me want to go Quebec. Yeah. Where though? Something like that. And it was Nova Scotia. So the hills. Yeah, it's like a little rift over there. It's not big. Sometimes I can't tell how much the mountains are going to show on the map, you know? Just like I can think, this area is really green, like on a round. So I click a green place, but it's right in a very yellow place, you know? It's not an exact science. Anyway, guess that was just trusting my gut there. With those yellow lines. I have been caught out with the yellow lines though, you know? So, next one. It's suburb roulette. We do have a plate over there, I think. But there's no plate here. There's a plate there. We have a bit of both. Poles. Just regular T type. Quite fancy houses here. You've got to consider wealthy areas and less wealthy areas, you know, if you're guessing. I really don't like neighborhood roulette, especially in the States. The States is massive. So is Canada, but like, yeah. I don't have many metas for a random neighborhood. With the wealth, I'm tempted to go Quebec, Ontario. Should we just say in Ontario here? Sure. I'll go Newmarket. Wow, that was Alberta. It was there in Alberta too. Yeah. Wasn't thinking of Alberta there. That's what I mean. Like it's hiding everything, you know? The houses, couldn't see behind the houses. This is an interesting one. It's like Gen 2. Now, I know there's Gen 2 in Yukon, North BC. Potentially Northwest Territories. I feel like some of the eastern states too. I'm not 100% though. These, I feel like are more Manitoba or something. Although this kind of landscape with the water makes me want to go like New Brunswick or something. That's not a New Brunswick transformer. Is that it over there? I can't really see. It looks like it's facing the road there. But it's not there. Could that be a 45-degree angle for Prince Edward Island? Yeah, tough one here. I feel like because I'm not seeing any fir trees, I don't want to go east. Maybe there are a few over there. Nah, these are really tall. Yeah, unsure on this one. Feel like going northern Manitoba. Yeah, I know it's risky. Lots of water there. Okay, northern BC. Yeah. Well, I was talking about that Gen 2 in British Columbia. I guess it's not just max north. It can be down to label, maybe below as well. Yep. Okay, yeah, the trees were throwing me, and I knew they were like regional to somewhere, of course. Just at least I didn't get the east vibe. So, next one here. Village, sure. Saint, so we got French. We got array. So, Quebec. It's nice that there's a whole different language spoken in another state for the most important thing in the world. Me guessing where it is, you know? Very, very needed. Thanks a lot. Oh, that's a Nova Scotia thing. The kind of green back of the sign. Also found in BC. There's no double yellow. I'm thinking, is there much French in Nova Scotia? Single yellow here. What's this saying? Yeah. Difficult. I feel like there are a fair few firs. This is a fir, right? Yeah. 55. That's just a shield. I think it would help if I learnt the shields, you know? Because it would be a road number that I could just look up. That makes sense. Because if I go to Quebec, they're green. So I think I'm staying in Nova Scotia despite the lack of double yellow. My meta that I keep going on about. 55 though. I'm only seeing hundreds, which is concerning. And 55 is, yeah, like half of these numbers. It doesn't even really seem to go into the 90s. Okay, over here, 55. Would this make sense for Quebec? Yeah, we had the French. Yeah. Remember the French. What's it called? Shawinigan? Shawinigan? Where could that be? Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time here. Shawinigan. That road's kind of going northwest, southeast. Somewhere around here. Click near the water, sure. And it's way more north. Yeah, the 55 does. Shawinigan. Yeah, it's over there. It does extend quite far. It's good to check how far it extends, because, yeah, I didn't do it there. Double yellow again. Can't see much going on there. Regular T-type pole top. Ooh, that's not the Newfoundland thing, is it? No, that's too rounded. They're like octagonal. They have like 8 sides to them. School, Main Street, all English. Is that the Nova Scotia flag? And is that the sea over there? Well, I think I can see land on the other side as well, north. Are we like here somewhere or here somewhere? Are we looking at PEI? Prince Edward Island. Colourful houses is a thing, yeah. Don't know where though. That's a nice painting I see on there. Yeah, just thinking Nova here. Don't know where. Looking at some land. Let's go there. Okay, makes sense. Looking at this land over there. That's another one. A few of them were decent, but yeah. I threw this one, which was Alberta, and I threw this one, which was BC. Let's go for another one. Oh, right. Wow, this looks super rural. Super rural. I thought this was Greenland when I first opened it up. Christmas lights there. Ooh. Is this red soil? Or was it just the camera quality? We are by the water. Cool. Seems pretty rural and out there. So I'm guessing Newfoundland or Newfoundland and Labrador. Is this Gen 2 or Gen 1? Gen 2, I think, with this massive blur. Yeah. Can't read those signs. It's like there are signs on the house railing there. Interesting. And we have like a cruise ship over there. Wow, this round is really wild. We are looking at it kind of like to the south. There's no road there. Yeah. I feel like there's just one main road covered in. Is this Happy Valley Goose? What's it called? Happy Valley Goose Bay. Is this like particular coverage? Whoa! Okay. I mean, I said it was out of the way, but is that Northwestern Territories? Wow, these have some super long names. Nunavut Land Claims Agreement, Bathurst Inlet, Inuit Owned Land. Yeah. Guessing Nunavut is the original Inuit name. Yeah, but I haven't studied up here because I don't expect it to come up that much. It did though. This is Cambridge Bay. All right. Wow, I didn't know coverage could go that high. I think you can get coverage up here, maybe. That's extremely north though. Wow, amazing location. Okay. Something easier, potentially. Does feel like Sasko, Alberta over there. Though these trees. Would these trees be Sask, Alberta? Unsure. Nice blue house. Regular transformer. Does that have a plate on it over there? Can't see. Half the time I'm playing GeoGuessr, so it's just me not being able to see things. Is that a plate? It doesn't look like a plate. If it is, it's the tiniest plate in the world. No real road lines here. Should that tell me something? This is either just Quebec, or I feel like it's in Manitoba. It's kind of wintry coverage. I wish I knew where all the winter coverage was. No plate. No plate isn't good for Manitoba. Is it just Quebec somewhere? I think it's just Quebec, potentially. But no French. There's no French. St. Paul. Just feel like with these trees, it's more east. Oh, it's a confusing round for me. Yeah. Should I go up here? It was Manitoba. Yeah, I called it. That's a shame. Yep. No worries. Next one. Okay. Perpendicular to the road. Okay, that's good. Single yellow. Don't know what's going on there. Cars. We have a plate. CH Hunter Road. Okay. That's CH again. I need to check what the CH is. Where was it last time? It's good when I forget stuff that's been happening earlier in the video. New Brunswick, I'm assuming. With the transformer. Yeah. Let's see if the CH checks out. Cool. Yeah. So the CH there, definitely. Okay. Wow. Sean Von Liquor. No plate. RBC Financial Group. Shaunavon. Okay. Find your magic. Wow. Interesting place. So no plates. I was thinking, do we actually have Sask poles here? That's not a Sask pole setup because it's not alternating with the insulators. Yeah, both on the right each time. With no plate. Could this be Alberta? Trees don't feel very east. No. Yeah, quite flat. I know these lamps mean something. Don't know what. Also the fire hydrant. That was so many things. Oh, place. Hometown Club. What was the place name? Not Sean Liquor. I saw it around here. Shaunavon, though. Is there a place called Shaunavon? Am I thinking this is quite south? Something about it makes me want to go a little north. I am looking in Alberta because of the note plate, just to remind myself. Shaunavon. Yeah, There are so many things to learn and remember. Learning some town names would be pretty useful if I wanted to spend my life studying Canada. I'm afraid this is... Well, I'm not afraid it's Sask with no Sask poles. Okay, get in... Oh, no. So that's Sask without Sask poles. Interesting anomaly. I didn't know that could happen. Oh, right. Next one here. And is this just Sask? Let's see. Grace Lutheran Church. I want to go a plain state. Don't tell me it's just Quebec outskirts. What's that? Is that a Manitoba? Mollard? Potentially. Chelsea? Can't quite see. These trees are not reminding me of East, which is a decent vibe. Yeah, is this Manitoba? Bollard. I think I'll try it. Let's go there. Okay, sweet. It was like half a mile over the border. All right, 10k. Look how long that line is. That was a wild round to get. But besides that, not too bad. Let's play again. Should I go a little bit faster this time? Don't know. I feel like there are a lot of metas I've tried to learn, and so I have to really think about the rounds. That is a Manny Bollard, though, again, right? So, road 3. And yeah, these are not Sask poles, so that's something. I think Alberta might be the state, besides Nunavut, that I've got the least amount of metas for. I don't know what it is about Alberta, but yeah. Anyway, these bollards, assuming money. Let's go there. Sweet, yeah, nice. Okay, next one. Oh, just give me plain states, please. TWP road. Does that mean something? Is that a meta? It's quite hilly. I've heard about if there are hills in the distance, it could be the Montana hills you're looking at over the border, but this is just hilly right here, you know, we're on a slight incline. So, is this Alberta? Just going off the poles, really. I don't see Sask poles. The poles are so far away. Is it grid-like? Yeah, it is. So, I'm not just going to Alberta here. I don't know where the hills are. I said Alberta, but I still went Canada. I think I heard Noxie talking about this area where it's a little hilly in the plains. I don't have a great image of it. But yes, next one. Ooh, interesting. What generation is this? Watch for child. I've heard something about grain mills being Sask, potentially, or was it Quebec? Can't tell what's going on with this transformer. It's just a normal transformer, isn't it? It's just parallel to the road rather than perpendicular. What's going on with the road lines? I just see yellow. Those are not Sask, are they? I Can't see like white dashes as well. That would be a Sask thing. It just says stop here, so no French. House is not helping me. Is it double yellow over there? Can't quite tell. Don't have many of my trusty metas for this. I've got a field. Yeah. Well, with no plates or anything, just feel like going for... Yeah, does this look like just over the border in Pennsylvania, Ohio? Yeah, I can see a Pennsylvania and New York on this kind of thing. Although the trees aren't totally right. Yeah, difficult. Nice. I shall take that. Okay, we've got a lighthouse. Beautiful. And water south. Okay. No plate, I don't think. South, no plate, and we've got furs. Thinking Nova Scotia then. Could it be Newfoundland? I think I need better metas for distinguishing Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. It is just the sea over there. There's no land over there, you know? Not that I can see. We have so many of these furs that it makes me want to go quite east. They are furs, I get my trees mixed up, the Christmas trees. Are they too tall for furs? Don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Newfoundland. Wish me luck. So, we just have water. Where can you just see water? Burnt Island, Brighton. Could be up here. Just going to check along these places. Change Island. Jack's Island. Fortune Harbour. We're just at the end and we can just see water. Don't know. I'm going to go there. Okay, what? Oh, I'm silly. That was the wrong direction, wasn't it? I said south, right? But then I went here thinking the water was north. No. South, and there was land just out of sight. And it was New Brunswick. Yeah. Trying to think about what made me discount New Brunswick. Oh well. Next round. So, what do we have? Think that's a Quebec thing. Yeah. That's French. I can see the accent. So, I guess it's just how far to go. In Quebec, not going to say this is Nova Scotia. No double yellow. It's a fairly reliable meta. Yeah, I'm glad Noxy taught me this one. That is super useful to know, you know. Can be different insulators. And as long as it's perpendicular to the road, that's a Quebec thing / Nova thing. Is this getting quite north here? Potentially. Can be hard for me to judge. Where's a road with towns? Let's go there. Okay, it was PEI. Yeah. Trusty Quebec, Nova Scotia meta did not work. What was going on? I need an explanation. I try and follow the patterns, and then when they get broken, I'm just lost. But 13k. Not the greatest score, but getting fairly close. You know, if it's like 200 kilometers away, I'm happy with those guesses, you know? But yes, thank you so much if you watched this far. I think I've improved some on Canada. Still a hot country for me. But yes. See you in the next video. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.